times recently where you guys can actually see me while I'm driving home. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the last couple of weeks, or last couple of days. My weigh-in on Saturday, I was down. I was 187.2. I have tried really hard not to weigh this week at all. I just had a full fat coffee a couple of minutes ago because I had no choice. I needed a coffee, and I am not a regular coffee drinker. I like coffee with flavor in it. And I went to a coffee shop assuming I could do like, a regular coffee with some type of flavoring. But they were a specialty shop, and I ended up getting like a creme brulee coffee. I'm sure that it was laden with sugar. I gave myself like 8 points for it. I'm sure it was probably more, but there's just no way to figure it out. So I'm going with 8. Yesterday we had pizza at lunch. I did not have any. That was a big old non-scale victory for me. I'm feeling pretty good. My biggest problem this week, and kind of what I wanted to talk about, is I am completely bored with my food. And I know some people can have the same breakfast, the same lunch, the same dinner for an entire week and be totally fine with it. And, or the same breakfast like every single day of their lives and be totally fine with it. Or, a couple of different things. I am totally bored with every food imaginable. Like, if you asked me right now, where do you want to go to dinner? You can have anything you want, and there's literally not one thing I'm thinking, I would love to have that. Even full fat, like fattening stuff, unless we're talking about carbs. I am carb craving lately. It's like pasta, rice, potatoes. That's what I want. I don't know if it's because it's winter time and I just want that comfort food, or I think part of it is that I have figured out that, if I have half of a serving of, for example, the minute rice cups, it's only 3 smart points. Well, that's not too bad. So I've been doing that. Or if I have a serving of, the pastaroni, it's like 6 smart points. I'll do that. So, it just depends on, what I'm eating in a day. But I'm done with it. I'm done with chicken. I'm done with, I wouldn't mind having some shrimp. I like shrimp. I had shrimp last night for dinner and it was good. But like nothing is like thrilling me where I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to have. I think what I need to do is, I'm so funny. There's only one real good Trader Joe's near me, and I'm passing it right now. I'm passing the exit for it. But I'm trying to get home, so I'm not going to stop there. But I think what I need to do is I need to take a slow walk through Trader Joe's, maybe Mom's, which is our organic market. I need to go through maybe Sprouts. We just got a Sprouts opened, a little bit away from me. Maybe do an Aldi. I'm not even sure. I just know that I need to figure something out because I'm just so incredibly bored with food. And because I'm so bored with it, I'm eating it, but then I want something else after. So, for example, last night, or the night before last night we went out and I had shrimp. Actually, last night I had shrimp cocktail. This is so funny. I had shrimp cocktail. I had ahi tuna. And then I had just like the appetizer ahi tuna. And then I had a salad with shrimp on it. So like a lot of seafood last night. And it was good though because my points stayed really low. But the night before I had pastaroni, like 2 ounces or whatever it is, and that was like 6 points. I had chicken and I had broccoli. And I think part of the problem is the chicken I'm doing is bland. There's like nothing exciting about it. And, short of adding some breadcrumbs or some panko and putting it in the air fryer and making it, chicken nuggets, what do you want me to do with it? Right now our grill is not working. We have to get a new grill. So I love grilled chicken, but right now I can't grill it. I'm actually considering ordering an indoor grill. I had a George Foreman like indoor grill for the longest time, but I learned after a while on that even on the George Foreman grill, like chicken didn't taste like grilled chicken. So I don't know. I'm really struggling with food right now. It's not thrilling me. And I wish that was, I know like my friend Anita over at Chit Chat Paddywhack, when she is talking about the things that she likes and the things that sometimes derail her plan and things like that, it's hardly ever food. You know, she doesn't get excited by food. And while I'm in that boat, my problem is I love food on a normal basis. And what's happening to me is I'm wanting more. So, you know, I'll eat my chicken, my pasta, and my broccoli, and then I'm like, I'm not satisfied. So what else can I have? The other night I had some sugar-free applesauce. Fine, 0 points. I had a banana. Fine, 0 points. I had a Built Bar, 3 points. I'm still way within my points for the day, but I just kept wanting to put more food in my mouth. I'm finding lately that I'm so tired. Like tired. It's 3:50 or 3:37 right now, and I could literally go home and go to bed and sleep. And I'm waking up with a sore back. I'm tossing and turning all night. I'm hot all night long. I'm cold all night long. There's just so much going on right now with my body that I'm moody, and I'm wondering if that has anything to do with the food. Like for Norm, for example, I said to him the other day, I said, food is all starting to taste the same to me. And what I mean by that is if I go to, and I'm just going to throw out some names, let's say we go to Red Lobster, and then I go to Ruby Tuesdays, and then I go to, we have a place called the Silver Spring Mining Company. You know, let's say I go to all of those places, the food just tastes the same. It doesn't taste any different. And yes, I get some of the same things no matter where I go, but everything just tastes the same. And there's only so many restaurant suppliers, Cisco and things like that, so of course they kind of taste the same, but I don't know. So my thought is I really need to take a long, slow walk through some places like Trader Joe's and BJ's and things like that, and look for some things that are easy, that I can just kind of, because right now Norm's eating for dinner. Norm's kind of doing the Special K diet, where he eats for dinner, he eats a bowl of Special K. I can't do that because it's too many points. But because I'm literally only cooking for me, I don't need to have a full meal. And but then I look on, for example, I was on the Weight Watchers website today. I was on the WW website today, and I was looking at recipes, and nothing thrilled me. You know what I mean? Either they were like crazy ingredients that I just wouldn't go buy, or you can't buy. Like one of them was like polenta and something. And have I had polenta? Yes. Do I like polenta? Yes. But I'm not going to buy a whole thing of polenta for me to make one meal with. And Norm's not going to eat it. He's eating cereal, number one. Number two, he doesn't like polenta. So it's that kind of thing. Like, I'm struggling with cooking for just myself, which in the past is when we would say, fine then, let's go out and we can both get what we want. So food is my struggle right now. It really is. Now, that's not to say that coffee that I just downed isn't also part of my struggle, because it totally is. But it was drink that coffee or fall asleep during the meeting. It was a very disjointed meeting. Like, how when you go to a meeting and you can tell they took 3.5 hours worth of information and condensed it into an hour and a half of information, and they asked the person to do it like the night before. Like, it was kind of it's funny because I say that in full respect because the lady who was presenting told us just that. So, it was one of those things where you got a couple of good nuggets of information, but it was nothing major nothing that couldn't have been done in a quick webinar. But I knew I was already struggling to stay awake. When I tell you that the last few days I have been tired, I don't mean I'm a little sleepy. I mean if I closed my eyes right now, I could fall asleep and be asleep for several hours. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if I'm not getting enough vitamins. I don't know if I'm not getting enough food. I don't know if I'm sure I'm not getting enough sleep. We're getting a new bed. It's being delivered today. We got a new mattress a couple of months ago, and the mattress made a huge difference, and I was feeling so much better. But then we moved the bed around in the room, and it didn't sit back together correctly, and now when you move it makes all kind of noise, and I feel like it's not supporting the way it's supposed to, and I'm hoping that's part of the problem. I'm hoping when I get in bed tonight it feels fabulous and wonderful and good to go, but I don't know. I don't know. So that's my dilemma as it sits. I am struggling with food. I watch people like Amanda Seyfried and even Sandy, Let's Get Fit with Sandy, or any of them, and I watch their recipe videos, and nothing thrills me. I think about going back to basics and doing like Julie from Living Large on Lifetime used to do with the wraps, where she would just have turkey, mustard, a little bit of cranberry, and call it a day. But I'm not a sandwich person. I don't like sandwiches. I'm only a salad person if someone else makes it. I'm not a big salad person if I'm the one who makes it. So, and right now I just don't want salads. They don't thrill me. There's no taste to them. I'm craving comfort food. All I'm craving lately is pasta and potatoes and rice. And of course those are the big bears on WW that are going to make me gain weight. So I really don't know. I'm really struggling. Does anybody else have this struggle? Sometimes when I have this struggle, I'm able to supplement some of the food that doesn't taste so good with the ice drinks, or flavored water, so I'm getting some type of flavor. But I don't know if it's hormonal and just nothing tastes good. But then again, Norm's going through the same thing where he doesn't think anything tastes good, or I'm just bored. I'm just bored with food. And I wish, and I'll reiterate again, I wish that me being bored with food would keep me from eating food. I don't really want that because it doesn't taste good, or I'm not thrilled by it. But it doesn't. It makes me eat the non-thrilling food and then look for something else. And if I hear people say all the time, don't eat food that you're not thrilled by. Well, unfortunately right now, the food that thrills me is the food that makes me gain weight. So I'm just struggling with food, staying within my points, but I'm just not having a good time. So if that makes sense. So here's the thing. I have a couple of new subscribers that actually I know in real life. And I didn't know they watched me. So Paul and Min, welcome. And I hope that I can be a little bit inspirational at times, and you don't just hear me sounding like Eeyore. I know someone sent me a request about how you can do Weight Watchers on a budget or free. Now, I don't know about free, but there is an app out there called like the letter I Track Bites, BITES, I Track Bites. Okay, if you sign up for I Track Bites, it'll cost you a one-time fee of about what it costs for an entire, or for per month. Let me say that again. It'll cost you a one-time fee of what it costs per month for Weight Watchers. And you can pick the plan you want to be on, and really track just like you would on Weight Watchers. And if you start on iTrack Bites, I firmly believe that you won't miss Weight Watchers. Like, I went back to Weight Watchers because I missed some of the stuff that was on Weight Watchers. But I felt like I needed to pay monthly because it kind of kept me going. But if you start on iTrack Bites, or you need to be like a one-time, hey, I paid for this is good enough, then it'll work. Keep it simple. Go over to Anita's channel, which is Chit Chat Paddywhack, and she has some real simple meal plans. Don't do anything crazy where I'm telling you I need to go to like Trader Joe's or to BJ's or to Aldi and like really go through some of their specialty stuff, because me personally, I'm bored and I'm a little bit of a food snob, where if you are someone who just eats for sustenance, I need to eat to keep myself alive, which is how we all should be thinking, then it's real simple to just keep your points low and simple. I personally enjoy food, and I look at food as entertainment. So to say I just eat food to keep myself alive, I've never done that. Food has always been an indulgence for me. I'm going to eat this cannoli or this creme brulee, because it's decadent, it's indulgent, and that's what I want. And I'm an indulgent personality. So hopefully that'll be helpful for you to check out iTrack Bites, or to remember to keep it simple. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you have any questions for me, or if you have any suggestions on how to make things more exciting. And I'm looking for something I haven't heard before, because I've heard things like try different spices, look for different foods. Like, I get all that. But I also, I forgot to tell you this part. I also like to keep my meals right around 5 or 6 points if I'm making them at home. If I'm going out, like, I'll spend it a little bit of extra points. But if I'm staying home, I want to keep my meals under 10 points, let's say. So, and I'm trying not to use my weeklies. Makes it hard. We're talking chicken. We're talking broccoli. Maybe shrimp. Help me out. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday the 15th. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll talk to you real soon. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and hit the bell notification, and you'll get notified when I upload videos. I don't upload videos a lot anymore because I don't have a lot of time to do things that are not car vlogs. So if you hate car vlogs, probably not the channel for you. If you're okay with car vlogs and just me talking and sometimes showing you what I eat, this is the one for you. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of the week.